Hi, I am Thandi Khosa, a finalist in the National Teachers Award for Mathematics. Throughout my years of teaching and marking matrics nationally, I have realized that mathematics learners are not performing well in certain topics. These topics are Euclidean geometry and trigonometric for paper 2, and for paper 1 is function and calculus. These will be the topics I will be covering in these revision videos. Good day, grade 12s. We are doing Euclidean geometry revision for 2019. We are doing this with Thandi Khosa, and Euclidean geometry is one of the topics that need you to be straight and focused. So how do you focus this one? Is you have to memorize or master all your theorems from the first theorem to the last theorem. In grade 12, we have plus around about 9 theorems that you have to understand, know how to use them. So folks, let's try and see what questions that are extracted from previous question papers can do in these terms of geometry. Remember, if you have to answer the question, you must be able to relate with your theorems, which applies from grade 11, from grade 10 actually, midpoint theorem, to the last one, which is proportionality and similarity theorems in grade 12. So you need to be able to look at them in that direction. Okay, this question normally it comes from question 8, question 9, and sometimes 10 and 11, depending on the examination paper. But now I have categorized it differently. Now the one that I'm going to do here in my space is said to be question 2. So this is, let's try quickly to draw a shape that is given to us. Remember, my shape won't be as perfect as what you will have in your books, because they will give you these shapes in the answer book. So you have to try and work around. I'm drawing it out so that we can be able to work around it together instead. So this is my center there, and then I have my circumference there. So this circumference is V, that is 0, that is O, and this is 48 degrees, that is 2, and okay, there's a line there which is coming from there to there, then that is 2 and 1, and this is U. This is 120 degrees, it's T, and then we have a tangent there, which is a line that is drawn from that point. So let's try to draw the tangent there, the top, it's cutting there, and the tangent is called PKR. So the tangent is PKR, and it has been labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is what we are having at this moment. Now, before we look at the question, you must look at the diagram provided to you and try to locate every information that you know about it before you answer the questions. Like normally I said, use different colors so you can be able to talk about what you have. So I'm having my colors that are different, and I have many of them. So you have to have your own colors as well. What is the information? In the diagram below, O is the center. Now when you hear center, you must remember the theorem that says the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So then that is one of the theorem that you have to remember. Immediately you hear the center of the circle, and they've given you KTUV. If you see KTUV, you need to remember for cyclic quadrilateral, because all the 4 points are on the circumference. That is cyclic quadrilateral. And then we are given the PKR as a tangent, and that is touching the circle at K. So you need to remember the theorems that has to do with the tangent. Remember, one theorem says the angle that is between the tangent and the chord is equal to the one that is opposite to that, which is subtended by that chord at the opposite segment. And that is one of the theorems that you have to remember. And one is the one that says the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So those are the things that you have to know. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, this angle that is here will use this. If there's a chord, it means it was supposed to go, but we don't have the chord is this one. So the angle that is there is going to be equal to the angle that is there. That's what it means. The angle between the tangent and the chord is equal to the one that is opposite to it. Same applies to the other side if you have the same situation. And also the angle that is between the tangent and the radius, this is it, it's going to be 90 degrees. So you have to remember those kind of information while you are busy with these questions. Okay, let's now check what is given. OUV. OUV is 48. We have labeled it correct. And also KTU, where's K? KTU is 120 degrees. That is your first point of reference. So what is it that you are going to say now? You are going to do answer the question. This question is very simple. They say Use the above information to fill in the missing information from A to E. So there's a table informed to you. You have to fill it in. Sometimes they give you a statement you have to complete with a reason, and sometimes they give you a reason you must give the statement. So the first question, which is number A, they say to us, what makes V, let's copy it down, angle V plus angle 120, which is this one, to be equals to 180 degrees, and also that is making V to be 60 degrees. So you need to give us the reason, and that's what they'll give you marks for. That reason for that point is just simple because the opposite angle of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So when you give you the reason there, you will just say supplementary angles. So it is the supplementary angles. You don't have to write everything. You go there and you look at your reasons and then you reason through those ones. Okay, number B. It says, what will be the reason of making K angle O U to be equals to 120 degrees? Now, where is K angle OU? This is K angle OU. What makes this angle to be 120 degrees? Folks, let's look at this. We said the angle at the center, it is twice the angle at the circumference. So this is the angle that we are talking about at the center. Let's call it O1. Okay, so if we say O1, let's write it here. If we say O1, it's equals to, remember this is the angle at the center is equals to 2 times angle V, meaning the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. By saying this, it means you'll have to give us a reason. Angle at center equals to angle at circle, meaning the angle at the center, it is twice the angle at the circumference. So remember this was given to be 60. You just saw it there. So this is multiplied by 60, which is giving us 120. So if they say, give the reason of KOU, which is the same as that one, why is it equals to 120? Your reason will be that the angle at center, it's equals to 2 times angle at circumference. And then you get your mark for that. So you need to be able to trace back the information. Okay. The third one, they said UO, this is UO, it's equals to OK. Those are the radius. And if that's the case, what will be U2 equals to? Now, if you look at what we are talking about here, it is this line U, O, and OK. So this is the triangle we are dealing with now. And they say, what other angle can be equal to this one? So if those two are equal, it simply means that if UO is equals to OK, because of the radius, it means that U2 as an angle will be equals to K4. Oh, K3 as an angle. Just because they are base angle that is equals to opposite to the other angle. So in reasoning, you will say these angles are equal because opposite side equals opposite angles. And that's how we reason it. So that one will be equals to this other one. Okay, they are equal just because this line is equal to this line. Okay. And K1 is equals to 78. If you look at this, K1 and 2, they are both equals to 90 degrees. Now, if K1 and 2, they are both equals to 90 degrees because of the Tan-Code theorem, how would we find K1 equals 76? Now, look at this from there to there. Remember, we know what O1 is. O1 is the same as 120. So this angle here is 120 degrees. What we are missing is this 2. In triangle UOK, the sum of the angles inside is 180. But U2 is the same as K1. So as K3. So it means that they will share the remaining 60, meaning this is going to be 30 and that is going to be 30. If we add them together, they'll give us the 180 degrees. But K1 is going to be equals to U2 plus 48 because of Tan-Code theorem. So you're going to do that, or you're going to write it like that. It is K1 equals to 48 plus U2, which is 30, because of the tangent and the chord theorem. So you can just say Tan-Code, and that makes it 78 degrees. So you have given the reason of why is it equals to that. And they come and say why K2 is equals to 12. Remember K2, folks, it's there within the 90. So K1 plus K2 is equals to 90 to start with. K1 plus K2, it's equals to 90 degrees. And if that's the case, it means this is because of what? The tangent is perpendicular to the radius in this case. So K1 is 78, we just found it, plus what we are looking for is K2. And now to find K2, we are going to say 90 minus 78, for which we'll get 12 degrees. And in that way, you would have got your 5 marks free and straightforward. What you need to do here is to practice their theorems and make sure that you master them and you understand them. Folks, this is not that difficult. What you need to do is to understand your theorems. Thank you.